Welcome in, folks. As you can imagine, we have some stuff to talk about today. But of course, this is also the first stream in a while, so I may not get all of this stuff right. It's been a hot minute. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the raid, Duvid, by the way. Really appreciate that. And thank you, Viking Pilot, for the shout out earlier. That's a new Twitch partner hat. I'll show that off in just a minute. We also have a hype train going right here on the channel. Currently level 22%, I believe. Dude, if you got a raid and run, that is all good. Thank you so much for sending your gamers on over here. Fellas, welcome to the Penguin Cove. If you're new here, my name is LeonSBU. I go by Leon69 Yeet Dab here on Twitch, and I stream sometimes. I used to have a stream schedule, and then SBK Season 2 ended, and now we're all over the place, but welcome in, everybody. We have got a lot to talk about today, as you can imagine. So before we get started, I want to just do my usual stream stuff. We're going to have a serious discussion. That will be all my statements and final thoughts on the matter, and then we will go play some Minecraft. But we'll get there when we get there. Gonna go chill out for a bit. Hope your discussion goes well. Sounds good, Duvid. And thank you so much once again for the raid. Everybody, welcome into the Leon69 Yeet Dab streaming experience. First of all, first things first, as we do with every Twitch stream that we start, we gotta thank the subs and everybody that's checked in here. And we have a whole lot of folks coming in today. So let's see. Christy Angel, congratulations on the first. Something Stars, Curious Flame 2, Astrin Oriole, A Gigantic Goose, Sleepy is Wanted, Quicksilver Fox, Starry 120, Fnatic 11, Stars are cool, Twixie, RCO5, Simmel, Wraith Doge, Anonymous, Levi 15, Teddy Tora, Fauna, Biped Bicycle, Dougie Protector, Not Jack, Royal Moons, Nine Strokes, Totally Seal, Wixer Mixer, Harley Chaos, Raz the Cat, Samuel Cunnington, Venus Routes, Livy May, Bone Boys, Epic Cat 10, and Miss Exotic. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you very much for your pebbles. Bone Boys, Mercutiful, and Starshine 01, and Frogwell, thank you so much for the follows. Ed, Sybil, and Wraith Doge, thank you for the resubs. And Not Jack, thank you for the Prime. And Harley Chaos, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime. Guys, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follows and the check-ins and the supports. Will this be archived? Yes, I multi-stream! Exclamation point ETC to find my YouTube stream where all of my VODs are saved. Speaking of which, CozyCat88 over there on the YouTube side of things. Welcome in. Great to see you as always. And once again, thank you so much for the hype train. We are currently at 45 seconds on the clock. Level 2, thank you so much for the resubs and the Prime and everybody else. And Hippo Bessie, welcome in. Void Insomnia, thank you for the follow. That being said, guys, I'm back from TwitchCon. A lot of things have happened. And we are going to have a little bit of a discussion here. As I'm sure you've seen, there's been a lot of people already streaming, talking about their thoughts. Also, High Vintage, welcome in, and thank you for deleting whatever that was. I trust your judgment on that. Thank you for tuning in. I know you've already got a lot of thoughts and opinions from other folks in the SBK community today, and of course, everybody's perspective is valuable. I want to shine a little bit more light on everything that's happened in the past week. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music because this is a serious discussion, and we do not need silly music in the background. I'm going to shine a little bit of light on everything that happened in the past week because I was in Rotterdam when this first went down, started to go down, when the snowball started to fall off the iceberg, to give you a bit of a penguin analogy there. Sorry, I can't help myself. Be lurking. Sounds good, Vintage. Thank you again. Appreciate your mod help. I have watched this whole thing from start to finish. I was there in the Airbnb with 5 other SBKers, discussing what to do about the situation, and I have seen it through from the very start to our announcements going out yesterday. So, the way this stream is going to work, we will spend some amount of time discussing the events of yesterday. The 2 people in question have their names, their usernames, on the auto-delete mod filter list for this Twitch stream. I welcome questions, I welcome concerns and support, but please do not make them overly personal or overly specific because your message will get deleted. We will discuss, I will give my thoughts on the matter, and then we're going to switch gears. We're going to end things on a positive note. I don't want to end things on a sour note here. Once we are done with that topic of discussion, switch gears, we're going to start a sponsored stream over Minecraft, rather Mojang has given me a sponsored stream, and yeah, we'll be playing some leg.gg mini games. If you don't know, this is Lagundo's server that he runs. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. So we'll be over there playing some running on random with you guys, doing the sponsored stuff. W sponsor. Thank you. Thank you. It's going to be good. We'll get there when we get there. We'll be doing that for at least an hour per the sponsor rules. But first things first, we have a lot to discuss today. And I'm going to take you guys back to, well, TwitchCon itself. We'll save all the fun stuff for later when we actually get out of this whole nightmare and start talking about all the fun things that happened at TwitchCon, because a lot of fun things did happen at TwitchCon despite the recent events. And yeah, what can I say? Let's get into it. Should we wait until the ad is over? I would like to be able to snooze the ad, but it's not letting me do that, and I'm not sure why. But yes, we should probably wait until the ad starts. It's been a minute since I've streamed, guys. Bear with me. I don't know what's happening over here on Twitch. Stick with me, folks. We'll be getting to our... Okay, there we go. There we go. There. Now the ad is... Okay. Anyways, for anybody that is worried about future ads, don't forget I also stream over on my second channel, LeonETC. You can do !ETC to find me over there. It has been a week. Let me tell you, it has been a crazy, crazy week. I have lost sleep over this. I have felt such extreme levels of doubt, worry, stress, anxiety, anger, and frustration. A lot of those recently, but we are moving on. We will have a little bit of a discussion, tell you about what my week was like, because oh boy, it's been a week. And then we will move on, and this will be the last I say about the topic. Let's keep that in mind, please. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everybody being here and listening to my perspective. As someone who has known Avid for a long time, this has unfortunately hit pretty hard. And if you are a longtime viewer of this channel, you'll know that I've been working closely with him on a lot of projects, had been working closely with him on a lot of projects for many years now, just about 3 years, if not more. Sorry. Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to unpack here. We're going to get a little personal on my end. We're going to get a little, but these are important conversations to be had. I can English. That's why we should stop. Hey, Benjamin, welcome in. But yes, don't forget I stream on my second channel if you're concerned about getting hit with an ad in the middle of all of this. And hey, Benjamin, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you so much. It is very, very kind of you. Sorry if it's serious. I got an Among Us series ad. Oh no. To be have or not to be have? That is the question. Yes, indeed. Benjamin, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that on a stream like this where we're getting all serious mode. I really, really do appreciate the support. Guys, don't forget, if you want to show your support for anybody that's been unfortunately affected by this horrible situation, exclamation point support in the chat or the pinned message in either the YouTube stream that's over there, YouTube stream, or the Twitch stream. There are 3 people in particular that are very much deserving of support. And their names are Musi, the Random Box, and Peeporp. And is the thing not working? That's cool. You can see it's been a minute since I've done a Twitch stream, but anyways, you can also find it in the pinned message. Welcome back from Ad Chill, everybody. We have not started the topic of discussion yet because I wanted to wait until everybody was back. Welcome back. Everybody that was over on the YouTube side of things, feel free to hop on back over to Twitch. Let's get into the story before another ad break hits. I don't know why I couldn't snooze that ad break. You're supposed to be able to snooze these things, but I couldn't. It was grayed out for me. Very strange. Anyways. Welcome in, everybody. 20 in, welcome in. Good to see you. So, and thank you for the follow. It's in the pinned message. Yes, it's in the pinned message. Let's go back to Monday, the day after TwitchCon. We've had our SBK panel. We have had... So, and I say we. Let's just be clear. There was an Airbnb of 6 of us SBKers at TwitchCon. Myself, Anathra, Acorn Bandit, Quilby, Nuke, and Elfie. That's 6 of us right there. And then, of course, there were 2 other former SBKers, Marm and Avid, who were not staying with us at the time. Asher Woo Woo, thank you very much for the follow. So, Monday, up until this point, we had a couple conversations, myself and the other people in the Airbnb, expressing our concern for what felt like questionable behavior coming out of Avid. We were unsure about what was going on with him. We felt that some of the things he said felt dangerous, felt just not right in a strange and deeply unnerving way. And eventually, after some events happened on Monday, I will not get into details for the sake of privacy and not sharing them, but another person in the Airbnb was the subject of a lot of verbal abuse and attack by Avid rather consistently over the course of the weekend. And then they were informed they were being shut out of an upcoming SMP project that was not publicly announced. And that is when the floodgates broke. That is when we realized all hell was breaking loose and there was something seriously wrong here. So the 6 of us, actually, sorry, Quill had already left by this point. Quill was at the Airbnb. We had some discussions with Quill. Quill unfortunately had to leave to go home before a lot of, here we go, first inappropriate word, before a lot of the shit hit the fan, okay? So Quill was not present for a lot of this. But anyways, the other 5 of us, myself, Nuke, Acorn, Anathra, and Elfie, we reached out to Viking, expressing our concerns. We realized that something was seriously wrong here and that this was just not okay. The behavior we had seen from Avid and supported by Marm was anything from concerning to completely unacceptable. There was a wide range, but we had seen a lot of behavior that was just absolutely not okay. And we reached out to Viking, expressing our concerns. We were genuinely worried that the other people on SBK would not see where we were coming from. Because I, personally, having been a bit closer to Avid than maybe some of the others in the Airbnb, was part of a sort of an inner circle group chat at the time. And of course, once again, there's nothing wrong with people being closer to one another or people developing closer friendships, especially in a server of over 20 people. That these things happen. But where was I going with this? But I knew that there are other folks on the server that were very, very close to Avid, like Viking, for example. Everybody knows they used to be very good friends. So we were very concerned. I remember just the absolute ball of anxiety I was when we reached out to Viking. We decided we were going to contact Viking. However, it was late in the Netherlands. He was streaming, so we decided to wait till the next day. We slept on it. The next morning, we did some stuff when it was hung out with some people. It was too early for anybody in the US to be awake, and eventually we got on a call with Viking. I was so incredibly nervous, and a lot of that is me. I can be a very anxious person. Confrontation is not something that's easy for me, as it probably is not for many people in the audience, so I'm sure you can understand. I was almost completely sick to my stomach thinking about what Viking was going to say and how he could react. I did not. It was pretty awful, but thankfully I had the support of everybody else there, the other 4 folks in the Airbnb at the time, and after talking to Viking, he was willing to listen. He understood where we were coming from, and by this point things had gotten bad enough we had agreed, myself and the others in the Airbnb, that if there was not some sort of change in behavior, some sort of resolution from Avid to the rest of the server, we would not be returning for Season 3. It was getting that serious, myself and the other 4 other folks there. Now, of course, whether we return to Season 3, now that this is resolved, is a different question entirely, and everybody will make their own individual statements about that. But we were ready to fully pull out of SBK Season 3 if nothing was changing. Thankfully, a lot of things did change, and here we are. But the entire rest of our time in Rotterdam, all of Monday, all of Tuesday, Wednesday, flying back, coming back home to the States very late at night, Thursday, Friday, some of the most stress-inducing, miserable, and towards the end, downright infuriating days of my entire adult life. Genuinely, we banded together. Viking listened to us. Viking heard us. Other folks on SBK started to listen to us and to hear us, and then we realized this was not an isolated incident. We had all seen, everybody in the SBK BNB, we had seen isolated incidents where Avid did something that seriously crossed a line, a violation of boundaries, disrespect towards the fellow SBKers in a way that was not okay. But it was very difficult for any of us to have said anything. And when I say this pattern of behavior went back months, I'm not going to speak on these individual incidents because they did not affect me directly, but I remember specifically going all the way back to November 2025, hearing on behalf of another SBKer some serious, hateful disrespect and lashing out over a very valid concern that they had about Avid. It was not okay. And I wish I had said something at the time. A lot of us have expressed similar feelings. We wish we spoke up. We wish we said something. We wish this had never happened. Especially, I take it a lot of you probably watched Lagundo's stream earlier. You got to see this whole second one, this whole fucking shit show. There's third one. I'm gonna stop counting at this point. You've been warned. It's in the stream title. You've seen this whole fucking disaster happen from Legs' perspective and the absolute fucking misery he has been put through over the last 3 months. Absolutely brutal. And I'm very lucky that I was not in that position and I did not receive the bulk of this hate and vitriol and lies and manipulation coming out of Avid and Marm's mouths constantly. What I did experience is the loss of a friendship that I thought I had for years. I touched upon this briefly in some places, in some announcement. Maybe. I don't quite remember, to be honest with you. But Avid was the second content creator I ever met in the entire MCYT scene. The second other content creator I ever met. The second relationship of any sort of peer-to-peer, content creator-to-content creator relationship I had ever formed in this entire Minecraft space. Also, hi, Kale, welcome in. And fortunately for me, I felt that I was growing a little bit more distant from him in the past year. In hindsight, I'm very lucky that was the case, because if I had remained as close to Avid in this past year as I did in the years before, I genuinely think this would have hit me so much harder. And I don't know how much worse it could have gotten for me as an individual. So my heart goes out to everybody else, everybody that was very close to Avid or worked for Avid, receiving any sort of financial compensation. Once again, pin message in the Twitch and YouTube chats. Please go consider supporting them. Those three are arguably the most severely affected by this, as they will be losing out on significant amounts of their income. But for me, it was losing a close friend. You know, I had visited Avid in person twice before any sort of cons, any sort of conventions, TwitchCons, panels, whatever nonsense. I had visited Avid twice at his house, spent the weekend there, a long weekend there. And I considered him a very close friend. I considered him a peer, someone that thought the same way as I, thought about content creation, thought about the MCYT community the same as I. We even had a little bit of a friendly rivalry. It was very one-sided. It was entirely in my head. But in my mind, because of something that was said a long time ago by a friend of ours, I had it in my head that we were racing to 100k subscribers and we were going to get it together. I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't think he's going to get to 100k subscribers anytime soon, but all of that was just brutally ripped away from me piece by piece over the past year. Little bits, little cracks started to form as I watched him lash out and spew hateful rhetoric and just vile, disgusting statements about other people in the SBK community, other people on the server, people that I was very close to. I watched him cut off people. You did something wrong, bam, you're on his shit list. Just that, like that. No room for nuance, no room for discussion, no room for apologies. Just, you did this, you're gone, head cut off, it's over. That is not how you mend relationships as a healthy adult. That should have been a serious red flag. Here we are, a while later, and, well, I'm just very glad I never had to deal with that personally. People that I am very, very close to on Skyblock Kingdoms. I have sat in voice calls. Once again, I'm not going to name names for the sake of privacy. I've sat in voice calls with these people as they've received hateful messages from Avid, twisting the knife in, saying we're done, saying these brutal things about them, and watching them just start bursting into tears. And I couldn't do anything. Because what was I going to do? Was I going to approach him and suffer the same fate? I thought that so many other people on the server were in cahoots, were fully on board and 100% in with his actions. Thankfully, everybody else on Skyblock Kingdoms, other than Avid and Marm, have realized or been made aware or were already aware of how fucking evil and despicable and hateful and manipulative and toxic these two people are. And we said something. And as someone that saw this through the entire past week, Sunday to Sunday, I think, something like that, the days I've been on Discord a lot. Ghosty is away. Yes, you've been warned in the stream title. I cannot tell you how angry I've been hearing these testimonies and these reports from so many people on SBK, as well as others. Back in March, Avid promptly removed Drift, Cam, Shelby, and Scott from Skyblock Kingdoms and spread a false, manipulative lie that they were part of this network of abuse and manipulation perpetrated by Scott across the entire wider MCYT community, and that he was protecting us from these horrible manipulative people that were trying to get at him. With people like this, I've learned. I've seen this in real life outside of the Minecraft space and in the MCYT community now as well. With some kinds of people are so adamant on lying through their teeth, being fucking despicable, that every accusation they say is probably a projection of some kind. There is nothing they can say, no insult they can hurl, no slandering that they can do that is not in some ways a part of their being, because all these people can do is lie and put other people down and just spread hate and misinformation and turn people against each other. So for months, myself and everybody else on SBK believed that Scott was an abusive, manipulative monster controlling the MCYT community like some sort of cabal, and that Cam, Drift, and Shelby were in cahoots with this. Lagundo, who, if you watched his stream earlier, you may already be aware of this, was painted as an enabler. Somebody who, despite hearing Avid's victim story, still chose to stick with Scott and co., whether it was for clout or because he didn't care about Avid or some false narrative. Lagundo was promptly removed from the server as well. Months go by, and this lie, this disgusting little lie about people we looked up to, these are very well-known people in the MCYT community. They are everywhere. They are popular creators. They've been a part of so many projects. These are people that we've looked up to, right? We're a new SMP compared to a lot of other things out there, compared to Lifesteal, Hermitcraft, Life Series, whatever. We're a new SMP. So many of us, as well as so many of you, started out because you were watching these people. Started out because you were inspired by Hermitcraft or Empires or the Life Series or whatever else, these older series, these creators that have been in the game for a long time. And to hear from the only person I truly knew, that was quote-unquote had experience on the inside, which was Avid, because of course by this point he had been in Vampires, he had been in Misadventures, he had the qualifications to speak as if he was somebody that had had peeked in, looked under the veil and seen all this nasty, horrible shit. In reality, it was all a fucking lie, because all these people can do is lie, and is why I am absolutely disgusted with all of his actions. And I know this has just been a whole one-sided rant, but bear with me here. We're getting somewhere with this, I promise you. I'm watching the clock. Anyways, we had been led to believe things that were just completely false about so many people that we looked up to, whether it was Scott or Legs or the Hermits or anybody else in this wider MCYT community, basically anybody that was popular. No, they were monsters. They were covering for each other. They were abusive. They were manipulative. All this bullshit. Months go by. Avid's behavior becomes increasingly erratic and chaotic, destructive. He develops so many feelings and thoughts and says so many evocative things that, in my opinion, are completely unacceptable now. Looking back on it, I wish I had given them more attention, because the things he was saying about these people was not okay. And thankfully, a few of us at Rotterdam this past week dug our heels in and decided we were going to do something about this. And with the help of Viking and Vintage and other people involved on Skyblock Kingdoms, we spread the word, we made statements, and when we noticed yesterday morning that Avid and Marm had announced their retirement from content creation, we knew they were trying to get ahead of this avalanche of testaments and stories of how they've manipulated and lied and deceived everybody on Skyblock Kingdoms, their entire audiences, tens of thousands of people across YouTube and Twitch, people giving them money to platform these people with no fault of their own. I don't blame a single person who is a supporter of them. I was a fan of Avid for a long time as well. I enjoyed his videos and his streams, and Marm as well. But unfortunately, everybody involved in these operations, especially the people who are working for them, the artists, the songwriters, Musi, Box, Peeporp, to name a few. There were others at various points as well. We had all been fucking lied to. These people, like I've been saying, all they can do is fucking lie. And it's disgusting. I have sat in voice calls with basically the entire Skyblock Kingdom Season 2 roster, as well as other people who had left, Legs, Scott, hearing from others. I have personally messaged so many people asking for more information, apologizing profusely to the other people that had been kicked off of SBK. SwiftDude Live and Skeleton Wolf, welcome in. The amount of damage Avid and Marm have done to Skyblock Kingdoms and the MCYT community is fucking unreal. This is one of the things that pisses me off the most. From day one, they were spouting their beliefs about creating this uplifting community and and creating a space that was positive and fun and friendly and a positive force in the community. Meanwhile, they were always doing the exact opposite. They had isolated us from the rest of MCYT to such a degree where we, the people at TwitchCon, could feel a disconnect between ourselves and other people. I've heard specifically from other folks at the Airbnb, they would go up to somebody, let's say someone that's in POW Creations or whatever, be like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm on Skyblock Kingdoms." And there would be a split second where that other person would take a minute to think and sort of recalibrate their mind, and then they would kind of come back and then start talking and stuff. There was a tangible disconnect. And now we are doing so much fucking damage control on their behalf. Skyblock Kingdoms, unfortunately, became synonymous with Avid to so many people in the MCYT community. I'm talking audience members, artists, other creators. If you weren't familiar with SBK, you probably still heard about he was the most popular SBKer. He had the biggest following, he had the biggest stream numbers, he had the biggest video view counts. Despite never having any official control over Skyblock Kingdoms, he knew he had leverage because of numbers, and he used it to associate himself with Skyblock Kingdoms to such a degree. And yes, he did. There were times where he would, show off another one of us on a stream like a prize dog or something, like, "Oh, here's this person, go check them out." Like, sure, whatever. But at the end of the day, they treated Skyblock Kingdoms like their own little dollhouse of dolls that they could just pit against each other whenever they wanted to. And they isolated us from the rest of the community so much that we have had to do so much damage control. I have personally reached out to at least half a dozen people who I know either were directly affected by their toxic bullshit or at least were aware of it. And I basically came to them like on my knees apologizing, saying, "I am so fucking sorry that you had these experiences with Avid and that I continue to associate with Avid for so long, despite having my own doubts in my mind." I don't blame anyone in particular, including myself, for not saying anything sooner, because how could you in a situation like this? We were made to feel so alone. We were made to feel that these feelings were nonsense, and that anybody who spoke up, anybody that tried to speak their mind or say otherwise, was just immediately shut out by the two of them. The amount of mending we've had to do to the reputation of Skyblock Kingdoms is unreal. And thankfully, the people that I've talked to have been kind. They've been understanding. They have accepted any sort of apologies in good faith and said that we know. Because the extent of Avid's toxic bullshit spread far beyond Skyblock Kingdoms. It spread to POW Creations. It spread to Misadventures. It spread all across these other communities, other servers, where the creators involved, the people behind the scenes, knew that he was not someone you wanted around. He was dangerous. He was going to worm his way into your life and cause hell. He was going to be a fucking problem. And you know what? We couldn't do anything about it on SBK because he was so entrenched in the server. He'd been there since Season 1, so close to the people actually running the server like Viking. Physically owning the server hardware as well, by the way. I'm sure he really enjoyed that. Physically owning the server hardware over at his house in his basement. We made jokes about that on Skyblock Kingdoms. That should have been a red flag as well. Why? I mean, he had the hardware. That's great. I have server hardware too. So does other people on the server. Why does he get hosted? Here we are. Welcome into Maya. So eventually, enough was enough. Anyway, like I said, I reached out to so many other people. And you know what? Like I was saying, they were kind. They were understanding. They provided full context of their interactions with Avid. Scott, Cam, others, other people that have been affected by this. Full testimony, full evidence of all of his nonsense, all of his toxicity. And that's something that Avid never did. He never gave us the full picture. He never gave us the full information. He gave us little snippets, little screenshots of his conversations with Lagundo or whoever else, just enough to sort of paint them in a negative light. And you combine that with him going on about his experience with POW Creations and how he's looked behind the curtain. It was just believable enough for myself and almost everybody else on Skyblock Kingdoms that, by comparison, has been so inexperienced in the wider MCYT scene. It was just believable enough where we just went with it. And I'm so fucking mad about this. This fucker put the wool over our eyes for 3-4 months. Many months. Months that all of us could have been making a name for ourselves, putting the good word forward about SBK being a server of positivity, inclusivity, safety, diversity. These messages that we genuinely wanted to champion about SBK have been fucking tarnished by this sociopathic monster and Marmalade, who is frankly just as bad. I know I'm focusing a lot on Avid here, but I don't want to discount how at every single fucking turn, every step of the way, Marmalade was covering for her. Marmalade was perpetrating and condoning and enabling all of this abuse, all of this vitriol. The two of them are in cahoots. I mean, they're married, so whatever is going on there is their business. I'm not going to make any statements about their personal life, of course, but the two of them are in cahoots. Were in cahoots. Thankfully, we've shown a light on what is actually going on here, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Marm was any better. She was certainly fully aware and also perpetrating the exact kind of toxic, manipulative abuse, lies, and manipulation that they accused the entire rest of the MCYT community of. They said so many horrible things about Scott and Lagundo and Cam and Owen and Apple on POW Creations. They said so many horrible fucking things about them that I feel like I need to go make amends. Purely just for being near Avid. Purely just for associating with the guy for 3 years. I feel like I need to go make amends with Apo and Legs. And I have. Because I'm a decent human being and I want to be in touch with these people. I want to make it known that I do not condone and I do not side with any of the toxic bullshit that Avid had been perpetrating and saying about them. And probably saying about us. You know how much he talked about people behind their backs? This should have been another red flag, by the way. He talked about people behind their backs all the fucking time, and it was disgusting. It was absolutely fucking disgusting. The things he would say about other people the moment they were there, or they weren't there, or the moment they turned around. Gross. Absolutely gross. My second time visiting Avid, I was staying at Avid's place, but we also were expecting a visit from Kale and Mig. Mig is, of course, on SBK2. Kale is on SBK1. You're probably familiar with them. The minute Mig left after hanging out with us for the day, me, Avid, Mig, and I forget exactly when. I think Kale might have left earlier. The minute Mig left, Avid started fucking shitting on him. And it was gross. And I should have said something. But you know what? I was a guest in his house. I was unaware of the depths of just how depraved and immoral this guy was. The minute Mig left, he just turned around and just started going off. Horrible things about Mig. Mig's a great guy. Mig's a very talented... Can I please get a shout out to Mig, by the way, in the Twitch chat? I would really appreciate that for anybody that's listening. Mig is an awesome guy. He is so creative and so clever. And he puts in so much work into his content and to Skyblock Kingdoms. If you want somebody who has some of the most crazy, wild, out there lore you've ever heard, is incredibly consistent with his content across both videos and streams, genuinely cares about what he does, and just wants to build a positive, passionate community, then you need to start watching Mig's videos. Go back and watch his SBK2 videos. Go and watch his future stuff. Subscribe to him on YouTube. Go check him out on Twitch. Mig is a wonderful person. And I had a great time hanging out with him. Thank you for the shout out. And the fact that Avid just sat there and just shit-talked him for so long was fucking disgusting. And Mig's not the only person that I personally watched this happen to. Now, once again, for the sake of privacy, I know Mig has talked about this afternoon with myself and Avid publicly on, I think, Twitter. So I'm feeling a little bit more okay to talk about it. So many other SBKers. By the way, ads are done for anybody that hopped on over YouTube. Feel free to hop on back. Welcome back. So many other people have been the subject of so much hate and vitriol from this fucker. And, well, you guys get the idea. It has been a long week. And we have said what we've said online. Avid and Marm seem to have retired from content creation. I hope it stays that way. I hope they take the time to take a step back and better themselves and realize just how much damage they have done to Skyblock Kingdoms, everybody around them, including myself, very much myself, as someone who associated with him closely for 3 years. I cannot even begin to understand the extent at which my personal reputation as a Minecraft creator was damaged by this guy, just by being near him. In hindsight, the past few years, especially the past however many months, have felt like I'm sitting on the edge of a fucking black hole. Because I know how close I was to Avid, both in terms of content lives, how much content we made together playing on the same server, but also in our personal lives. We would hang out. Like I said, I'd visit him in person. We'd have Discord calls with other people that we were close to. What a fucking mistake. I am still in disbelief. Not only of how much he has wrecked everything around him, but also the extent of the lying and the disgusting, toxic manipulation that this guy has brought upon everybody around him. The things he has said to cover his own ass, to continue the lie and the big cloud of lies and manipulation that he has spewed out for the past however many years. I don't even know if basic information about this guy is true anymore. Like, basic things about him, like... That's what I have to say about Avid. Right. Go see his ways was worse. He used to preach the opposite on streams. Yes, exactly. You know what? I look back at everything he said on his streams. All of the messages of positivity, uplifting marginalized creators, going out of his way to, now I realize, to pander to his audience about all these messages of social justice and inclusivity, when in reality, he didn't give a single fuck about any of that stuff. He would say just enough to further his own agenda, just enough to get little brownie points with the MCYT community. It was convincing. I was convinced. I was a participant in streams of his where he would go off praising the non-men creators on SBK and our friends and other creators of marginalized genders and whatnot. I participated in that gladly because, like many other people on SBK, like everyone else on SBK other than these two toxic fuckers, I am a firm believer in this inclusivity and diversity. And I believe that that is one of our main core pillars and our core strengths of a server on Skyblock Kingdoms. But I have seen Avid go out of his way to pander to people using what he knew about them, whether they were queer, disabled, neurodivergent, had some sort of disability or some sort of condition. Any little scrap of information he knew about you that could be used against you, he used that as leverage. I'm not going to go into specific details for the sake of the people involved. They can speak about this more. You can catch other people's streams, other SBKers, other people associated with SBK. You can catch their streams, catch their VODs, catch their social media posts, hear their testimonies. But it was absolutely disgusting when the screenshots started coming out, and when all the people started showing their DMs with Avid, their recent message history in the past couple weeks. It was absolutely disgusting. Also, Wraith Doge, thank you for the message. Yes, exactly. As much as I vehemently dislike these people, we're going to respect their identity. We're going to respect their pronouns. We're going to respect their, well, I said identity already, but we are going to respect this about them because that is an unalienable right. No matter how much I despise these people, and no matter how much I am glad to see them gone from the MCYT scene, hopefully permanently, we are not going to stoop to their level. We are not going to use their various qualities and markers of their identity against them, because that would make them just as bad. That would make us just as bad as them. We are going to be better. We, and I say we, and I mean myself, everyone else on SBK, and everybody else in our wider audience. We are going to say our words, as I've been doing now. We're going to move on. We are going to continue to make SBK a wonderful, inclusive place for anybody that chooses to enjoy our content. We're going to do what they claimed to do, a whole fucking lot, and actually do it. We are going to be a positive, safe space. We are not going to condone this manipulation and toxic, awful bullshit that was happening behind the scenes for so many months. I personally was witnessing this stuff all the way back in November, a whole 8 months ago. It almost ruined my trip to the UK. And this new stuff almost ruined my trip to Rotterdam. Not that it's necessarily about me. Once again, I am very lucky that I felt, despite not taking any real action against these numerous red flags, I felt enough of a disparity. I felt enough of a wedge growing between us. And I felt enough concern that I did sort of step back from being super buddy with this guy. Granted, I was still part of his group chats of most loyal friends, as he would like to see it, I'm sure. I was going to go to him and Marm's wedding later this year. I still have a plane ticket booked. I'm going to do other things with it, obviously. As you can imagine, I'm not going to be going. Also, Viking viewers, welcome in on the Twitch, on the YouTube side of things. Good to see you. Welcome in. We are talking about exactly what you would imagine we were talking about. And yeah, you already know what's up. I'm spilling the tea. I'm giving my genuine thoughts. For everybody that's just coming in now, please do be warned, as I will be using some words, some profanity, some swear words here. And there's the raid coming in from Viking on Twitch. Oh my god, okay. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the follows. Oh my god, there's a lot of people. Okay, all right, welcome in, guys. Sheesh. Guys, everybody, gamers, welcome in. The chat bot, the chat alerts are going crazy right now. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you so much for the subs and the pebbles. Oh my god, welcome in, everybody. Holy, you have arrived just in time, as we have been talking since the beginning of the stream about the incredible, unbelievable levels of vile, disgusting, lying and manipulation and just awful things coming out of Avid MC and Marmalade. I am giving my personal experiences as someone who watched this happen over the past week, from the original SBK Airbnb in Rotterdam through to completion to yesterday when we made our public statements. I've been giving my perspective, my testimonial, as someone who has been close to Avid in his inner circle for 3 years now. I have a lot to say. I've been saying a lot. I know you've already heard so much from Viking, and if you caught people streaming earlier today, Anathra, Lagundo, etc., etc. The party streamer noise. Listen, I got a yippee button. I still have my brain rot soundboard. Okay, first of all, I know it says it in the stream title, but I'm going to say it now. Warning for everybody, I will be using the occasional swear word. I will be using some profanity during this because I want to narrow the point home just how fucking disgusting and unbelievable the level of manipulation and lies and toxic bullshit these people were perpetuating. Also, as a heads up to everybody, the names of the two people in question, I've been saying their names, Marmalade and Avid MC. Their names are blocked on my stream and will stay blocked forever. Their usernames, their various, ways of spelling their names and stuff. The Penguin swears. I'm making an exception today because I'm fucking mad. I am fucking furious about everything that has happened. I have watched so many of my friends get hurt, going back months and months and months of watching Avid and Marm tear down people one by one. Anybody that dared to question any of their toxic, manipulative, disgusting beliefs would get ripped to shreds immediately. I was afraid. I will fully admit this. I was very afraid to speak up about the concerns that I had, because I knew the minute I opened my mouth they were going to put me on their shit list and it would have been just fucking over. And I cared about that. I care about how I'm perceived by other people. As you can imagine, everybody is to some extent. I think it's a natural thing to feel, especially as someone who is a content creator. I put aspects of my life out there on the internet, and the more people resonate with it and like it, the more money I make. That's what being a content creator is. I'm the kind of person that cares about how other people perceive me. It just comes with the territory. It's part of the fucking job. And these people have abused that. They created an environment on Skyblock Kingdoms that was so repressive and gross and isolating. And if you spoke up about their nonsense, you would get shut down. My stream is lagging like crazy. I apologize if you're getting some stutters here. My thing is stuttering. Apologies if you're stuttering. By the way, can I say that we've gained about 150 followers to that? Thank you so much. I apologize sincerely. I try my absolute hardest to shout out everybody by name who has followed and checked in. But there's a lot of people right now. This is more people than I've ever had in a Twitch stream in my entire life. SLG Footy, thank you so much for the 20 bits. Asher Woo Woo, thank you for the tier 1 sub. And Kita Chords, thank you for the tier 1 resub. Guys, I'm just happy that this is all out. I cannot tell you how much of a giant weight off my chest this is. Months and months of guilt and repressive thoughts and concern and worry, and it turned into anger and fucking frustration, has been lifted as of yesterday. Everything is out there. We have said our statements. Chances are, if you follow me on Blue Sky or over on Twitter, or if you're in my Discord server, which, by the way, !Discord to check out my server. We are very, 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 very close to 1,000 members. And if Avid being exposed for the toxic, manipulative piece of shit that he is what causes my Discord server to finally cross the 1,000 member mark, I am gonna laugh like crazy. But regardless, it has been such a relief to watch the community finally be aware of the extent of all this, and it has been a weight off my chest. I can't tell you how much healing Skyblock Kingdoms has had over the past several days, as we've all, minus a certain 2 people, which are never welcome back on Skyblock Kingdoms ever again. The rest of us, the people who are unfortunately caught in the middle here, have come together and we have bonded. Call it trauma bonding if you will. I feel that us as a server are closer than ever because of this. We trust each other. We have been through all of this together. And you best believe that when Season 3 comes around, we will be together without 2 very, very disgusting people in our server, making the most amazing Skyblock Minecraft content you have ever seen. I am beyond excited for Season 3. I have went from being almost positive I was done with Skyblock Kingdoms forever because of the actions of these people and the toxic environment they created. I have done a full fucking 180 on myself. I have gone from I'm done, I'm out, this is over, I can't do this anymore, to I am in... I'm almost choking on my own saliva. We're okay. So I am in. Skyblock Kingdoms is amazing with these 2 people gone. I am in for Season 3. Season 3 is happening. I will be there. I will be giving it my all. It will be amazing. I will be streaming SBK Season 3 from the moment I can. I will see you all there. SBK is going to be great. It is going to be better than ever because these 2 disgusting people are gone. I'm not dead, don't worry. This skibbity little weird-ass penguin will be on Skyblock Kingdom Season 3, and it will be amazing. I am so ready to make this season the best one we've ever had. And I think the rest of the server, everybody that is returning for Season 3, is going to feel the same way, because genuinely, I have spoken with so many other people that have said this. It's like a fog has lifted. I always felt isolated from other people in the MCYT community. For example, like people on POW Creations that I've met, people in other servers that I've met. Anybody that was even remotely connected to the people that Avid had been shit-talking and clocking as abusers, clocking was not true. Wrongfully accusing as abusers. Anybody else that was associated with this, like Scott, for example, and others, and people that used to be on SBK that were removed because of their nonsense, I could feel that those people and people associated with them and myself on SBK, there was a disconnect there. And for the first time in months, not only do I understand why, but I'm more confident than I've ever been to go out there and tell myself, hi, my name's LeonSBU. I play on the Skyblock Kingdoms SMP, and I'm going to say that with my full chest. Because Skyblock Kingdoms SMP no longer means these two toxic pieces of crap that have damaged the name of SBK, pissed off so many other people in the MCYT community, people that were aware of their nonsense from the beginning. The rest of us were not aware. We were too entrenched. We were too tied up and fed lies for months. I have had so many emotions reaching out to people that I was told were awful, degenerate, disgusting human beings, and finding out that no, it was all a lie. All they wanted to do was reconnect with us. All they wanted to do was help us. But we were in so deep with their lies and their manipulative bullshit that we just couldn't make these decisions for ourselves. We didn't know. SBK has been so isolated from the rest of the MCYT community, and in no small part it's because of these two and the lies and the never-ending accusations they fed us. Genuinely disgusting. Genuinely disgusting. Despite all that, my SBK Season 2 was genuinely a lot of fun. I don't want to make it seem like I didn't enjoy SBK Season 2. Season 2 is great. One of the reasons it was great is because I barely interacted with either of these people. Because you know why? You know what I found out after the fact? And Nuke has talked about this in his own statements he's put out online. So I'm going to be talking about it here as well. For whatever fucking reason, Marm and Avid have always disliked Nuke. Nuke has been the subject of their awful rhetoric, their hate, their lies, their disgusting things said about behind his back about him. Several things are sitting in my mind right now. If you go on Twitter or on Discord and you go to Nuke and you check out his statements, you will see exactly what they have said about him. And it is fucking unreal. It is fucking unbelievable. And Nuke was my island partner for Season 2. And you know what? Everything, the opposite of everything they've said about him is true. Nuke is a wonderful person. Nuke is such a gem. He is such a talented, skilled, funny content creator. He is such a good streamer. He's so good at entertaining and bringing a smile to people's faces. He is an amazing builder. He has done so many cool things, done so many amazing things. Can I get a shout out, please, to Nuke, by the way, in the Twitch stream, by the way? I think the reason I became more distant from them in SBK Season 2 and the reason that so little of my video series crossed over with these two horrible people at Doke 1 was because that, first of all, I was kind of wanting to diss myself a little bit, like almost subconsciously, but I found out that they just had something against Nuke, always. And I'm like, fucking why? What could you possibly have against Nuke as a content creator? Nuke is amazing. Nuke is so cool. And I could not have asked for a better island partner in SBK Season 2. So, speaking of Season 2, you want to watch a cool episode? You want to watch a cool video series that has barely any of those two words I could say about them right now? Exclamation point SBK. Was it jealousy? I have no idea what it was. But exclamation point SBK in the chat to check out episode 1 of my Season 2 series. I've done a lot of lore this season. Oh, by the way, another person that I was closely associated with on Skyblock Kingdom Season 2, my wonderful good friend Rubico, who is a fantastic storyteller and builder and just such a delightful gem of a human being, also on their shit list. They both fucking hated Ruby and said the most vile, despicable things about her. I found out about this after the fact just a couple days ago, and let me tell you, You thought I was serious up until this point. You thought, and I have been serious up until this point, but the fucking things they have said about Ruby are so fucking vile and depraved. And if you've read Ruby's statement on Twitter and Blue Sky, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The things they have said, the false accusations and lies they have said about Ruby are so fucking disgusting and depraved. I'm not the kind of person that gets angry very easily. I'm not the kind of person that gets violent very easily. But I was feeling a lot of I'm just gonna leave it at that. The fucking things they said about Ruby behind their back, I never found out about until just a couple days ago, are so fucking unbelievably vile that I don't understand. I don't understand how somebody can be so two-faced, being so ecstatic and kind and claiming to be an ally, a person believing in causes of social justice online, and then turning around and with the same breath saying the most vile, despicable things about one of the most important people in my life. For the sake of my own stream, I'm gonna end it there. And continue with the fact that Ruby was a big part of my lore for this season as well. Yes, it's not just the things they said, it's the things they have done as well, including underpaying her and overworking her for her amazing artistic talent. Ruby is also a very, very talented artist. She has actually done commissions for myself and Nuke for some Spruce Kingdom stuff this season, some merch that's on my merch store, which, of course, we paid for the agreed upon amount, unlike certain somebody. It was like a Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll situation. I don't want to get too far into psychoanalyzing these people, partially because I don't think that's the correct thing to do, partially because I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to understand how they work. I don't want to understand why they did the things they did. All I want is for them to step back, reflect, and become less horrible people. I want them to better themselves. I am not here to incite hate and violence. I am not here to encourage you to spread any sort of harassment or witch hunting. And if any of you have thought about doing that, stop. I've said a lot of very incendiary things this stream. Piggy Funhouse, thank you very much for the tier 1 resub, by the way. I've said a lot of really incendiary things this stream. I have said words that I normally never say live on stream. Many, 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 many words. But please, if you're going to take away one thing from this, it's that we are not here to be the mob with the pitchforks and the burning torches. We are not here to harass. We are not here to put down. We are not here to trash talk. I'm here to give my side of the story and my experiences. After the stream has ended, we will not be talking about this anymore. Sure, it may occasionally come up in passing. I may reference the fact that announcements happened yesterday, but we will not be diving into any sort of real substantive discussion about this, because we are not here to be hateful. We are not here to be evil and hateful and angry. It's okay to feel hurt and sad, but it's not okay to go turn around and take that out on other people, because that is what they would do. That is what they had been doing. They had been taking their own vile anger and hatred and jealousy on whatever else they were feeling, and they dumped it on all of us. I am personally very lucky that I was spared from the worst of it. But if you've seen other people's statements, like Ruby, like Nuke, like Lagundo, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. And we are better than that. We are not going to be on their level. We have said what we've said. I have said a lot of things this stream, and I understand. A lot of you are probably very angry right now, as you can imagine I am too. But we are here for understanding and for acceptance and for positivity. I wanted to make everybody aware of what was going on and provide my side of the story. We are going to leave it at that because there's already enough hate in this world. And with these two, you've seen a lot of it from these two, from the experiences we've all shared dealing with these two over the past however many years. We are not going to be them. We are going to be better. We are going to be the better penguins. We are going to sit up straight and look them in the eye and say, I will not stoop to your level. And we are going to waddle away into the sunset. We're going to toboggan our way into the distance. And we are going to move on. So anyways, there's an ad break starting in just a minute. So I want to take this opportunity to just say thank you for listening. I know this has been a crazy stream. And this has also been my most popular, most viewed stream to date, which is crazy. If I had this kind of viewership every stream, I'd be a very different, my content creation career would be in a very different trajectory. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're not going anywhere, by the way. I do not take this as me leaving. We're not going anywhere. There's still plenty of time left in the stream. I just want to say thank you. There's an ad break coming up in a few seconds. Don't forget to check out my second channel, !etc, if you want to skip the ads. We will stay here for a little bit longer, but once the ad break finishes, we're going to go hop into a very different kind of stream. We will continue to be live. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you, everybody who has shown some support this stream, whether it be follows, subs, bits. I really, really appreciate everything that you've done to support me this stream. And I do sincerely hope that you take the same generosity and the same attention that you have here and pay it forward to the three wonderful people who whose names and links are pinned in the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat. Because at the end of the day, I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot of awful nonsense from Marvin Avid. But fortunately for me, my livelihood, my financial well-being never depended on working for them or being paid by them. But that was not the case for P4, Musi, and Box. Musi, for a bit of context, Musi was Avid's co-producer for all of his music. Musi is an incredibly talented musician, video editor, a wonderful friend. She has had the absolute worst luck tying so much of her career, tying so much of her income and financial stability to an absolutely despicable person. So I know the community's already shown a lot of support for Musi today, and I'm very, 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 very happy to hear that. But I encourage you all to go check out Musi as well as Box. Box did the vast majority of all of Avid's animatics for things like Skyblock Kingdoms and Misadventures and Vampires, drawing the profile pictures, drawing all sorts of other amazing stuff. Box is a very talented artist. He is so good at what he does. And similarly, is also being seriously impacted financially by this horrible fiasco. So check out Box as well. And Peeporp was Avid's editor. One of several that came and went. Peeporp is also a very good friend of mine, as are the other two. Peeporp is wonderful. And with Avid disappearing from the MCYT community and being revealed to be the horrible person that he is, Peep's unfortunately out of a lot of editing work. So highly encourage you to go check out the three of them, the amazing work that they do. Peeporp also has edited for Lagundo. So if you've been a fan of things like Legs is Vampires SMB series, if you're a fan of The Doctor, you may have seen some of Peeporp's work already. And if you've listened to any of Avid's songs, you know that Musi was behind them. And if you've seen any of Avid's animatics for his various series, you know that Box and his animation talents were behind that. These people deserve the world. They do not deserve to be caught up in this horrible situation. And I encourage you all to check them out and show them some love. And with that being said, the ad break has finished. What we'll be doing for the rest of the stream, we are going to switch over. We are going to change gears. I have said what I wanted to say about these two horrible people and all of the damage they have done. And it's now time to move on. We are going to do what I said earlier. We are going to waddle away from the entire thing. We are going to move on. We are going to be better. And part of that is just dropping it. Starting right now, we're going to switch gears. Here's what I'm going to do. I actually have a sponsored segment coming up where I have done a little bit of a thing with Mojang, where if I play some Minecraft, they're going to give me some money. And as a full-time content creator, that's really, really cool. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to restart the stream very, very briefly. So please do not go anywhere. I will be briefly going offline and then immediately restarting the stream for the sake of getting the sponsorship thing to kick in. As you can imagine, I didn't want to have the Minecraft sponsorship running as I was saying all these things and using all this profanity that I normally think does not have a place on my streams. We will be on leg.gg hanging out on the leg.gg hub world. By the way, leg.gg is a really, really cool server network owned by my friend Legundo. We are going to be over there on leg.gg. We're going to be playing some Running on Random, which is a very, very fun time trial-based parkour and speed minigame that I'm a really big fan of. You guys can actually hop on leg.gg right now and join me there if you're interested. And we're going to be talking about the good stuff that happened at TwitchCon, because you know what? Despite all of this awful, awful, disgusting nonsense, a lot of fun things happened too. This is my first TwitchCon as a Twitch partner. You can't really see it very easily because of the light, but I got a Twitch partner checkmark on my hat, so that's really cool. We're going to completely shift gears. I have said my piece. Let's get into a fun stream. Guys, if you're on the YouTube side of things, don't go anywhere because I'm actually keeping the YouTube stream. Wait, no, sorry. The YouTube stream is going to go down as well. Sorry about that. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere. I will be right back for a different stream, a sponsored stream. Digit, I did see you on leg.gg earlier, yes. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Let's go have some fun, folks. Let's go have Hi, YouTube. I think only you can hear me right now. Hi. And now we wait indeed. Let's wait for that stream to kick in. And we're back. Excellent. Welcome back. TwitchCon here. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Minecraft sponsorship right there. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, welcome in. I'd like to make one very important announcement before we get started, and that this stream is sponsored by Minecraft. I got that line right. Yes, this stream is sponsored by Minecraft. Today, we will be on Legundo's amazing network of Minecraft servers called leg.gg, and we will be playing my favorite minigame on leg.gg called Running on Random, which is something I've sunk more hours in than I'd care to admit. It is a great time. It tests your speed, your precision, your parkour and movement abilities. Did I get merch? No. But I'll get some moolah. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to talk about my recent experiences at TwitchCon EU. I had an absolute blast. My first time there as a Twitch partner. If I could get a mod to please turn on all of the Twitch. Oh, sorry, actually, my bad. I will turn on all the redeems myself. Yes, let's go ahead and get some fun redeems back. I turned off all my redeems because I didn't want my whole rant that you may or may not have heard just now to be interrupted by various nonsense. But let's go ahead and put all of those back on. We're gonna not have a hat swap on, unfortunately. Ooh, we got some tunes. Oh, I forgot I added some stuff to the stream. By the way, oh yes, guys, welcome in. Okay, once we switch over to the actual stream view, then you guys will get, what's it called? Then you guys will get, recap. There we go. Okay, I've updated the stream title. Thank you. We got some bangers on the stream playlist, by the way. Yeah, we got some new stuff. This is, where is it? Good World by Evie Mayo. It is a good time. It is a good time. Love Evie Mayo's music. Okay, let's go right now, folks. Actually, you know what? No, what? Hold on. We're taking off the end stream thing just in the off chance someone has that ready. We're not gonna end the stream. We're not gonna be ending the stream. We are having a great time today. We're gonna be talking about TwitchCon EU and all the amazing things that I got to do over the past weekend. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and log in to leg.gg for this sponsored Minecraft stream. Welcome in, Alora Minty. Thank you for the 30 stream streak. Oh my gosh. Hi, there's people here. Oh my god, there's gamers. Whoa, oh my god, there's a lot of gamers here. Hello. Hello, gamers. Oh my god, there's a bunch of people here. Hi, guys. Hello. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see everybody. I could become real. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? I've become real. Anyways, good to see you, everybody. Hi. I apologize if I do not say much in the in-game chat because I'm watching YouTube stream. I'm watching Twitch stream. I've got a lot going on here, but let's go play some running on random. Actually, hold on. Let's hang out for a little bit. You know what? Let's get a screenshot with everybody. Get behind. If everybody wants to get behind, anybody that's here right now wants to go ahead and get behind me for a quick little screenshot real fast. I know you guys are on a bit of a stream delay, so you may not hear that right away. But yeah, anybody that wants to be just quick photo with all these awesome gamers right here. There we go. There's yep, I got the screenshot right there. Excellent. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's, man, we got a sponsored Minecraft stream going. We're going to be playing some fun mini games today. Let me tell you about, is that Beck? Hi, Beck. Good to see you, Beck. Hi, Beck. Oh my gosh. I forgot how to access leg.gg. The IP is leg.gg. Isn't that crazy? 1,000 viewers. What the heck is happening? Okay, we got some. You know. It's the rhythm game music, guys. It's the rhythm game music. For anybody that's new here, welcome in. My name is LeonSBU. I go by Leon69 Yeet Dab here on Twitch, and I am a proud member of the Skyblock Kingdoms SMP. We are going to be here on leg.gg recapping my experience at TwitchCon EU, my first TwitchCon as a Twitch partner. It was an absolute blast. We got a bunch of awesome gamers here in the actual server as well. Peeporp, hello. Can I please get a Twitch shout out to Peeporp, the wonderful human being that is right here with this awesome wizard staff. Peeporp. Good to see you, Peeporp. Oh my gosh. You know, Peeporp makes me want to become Australian. Just a thought. Am I on the front page? I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I genuinely don't know what's going on. But yes, huge guys, go follow Peeporp if you have not done so already. Peeporp has unfortunately been affected by a lot of nonsense in the MCYT community recently. And you know what? They deserve the world. So go give them some follows. Go give them some support. I know you're not Australian, but you make me feel Australian, Peeporp. You're making me feel Australian. You and those beautiful, beautiful glasses. Yeah, exactly. All right, okay, let's go get into some gaming, folks. I want to just real quick see what the course looks like. Leg.gg, I believe, is not version specific, actually, so you can kind of hop in with basically anything you want. All right, we're on tiny mode. Oh, I'm so small. I'm cannon penguin size, by the way. Oh my gosh, I'm not even cannon penguin size. I'm like actually still a little bit larger. I'm all cutesy and kawaii as well. I've become all kawaii and cutesy. Thank you, Arrow Awesome, for the 1 minute of kawaii mode. Wraith Doge, Epic Cat, Watergrass. Oh my gosh, very much names I recognize in my community. Welcome into leg.gg, everybody. Perfect time for that redeem. I know, perfect time for that redeem. Just a little fella. I'm just a little canonically sized penguin. What can I say? Okay, let's go hit the track and do some freaking gaming here. I am incredibly rusty on leg.gg. I'm running on random, so I'm probably going to mess up a lot of things, especially because I'm small. I'm not going to lie, I don't like being small. I've been meaning to ask Legs if there's a way to disable being tiny, because I'm going to be completely honest, it's not my favorite. Now, I used to play entirely too much of leg.gg back earlier this year. Kind of fell out of it for reasons that may or may not be related to any sort of controversy, but we're back, and I'm so happy to be back because, man, have I missed leg.gg and the awesome minigames involved. In particular, running on random. I've forgotten how to do any of these routes, which is very embarrassing. As you can see, I'm literally going backwards. Oh my gosh. I'm so washed at running on random. You are about to watch the most washed penguin of all time, unfortunately. I am probably the cleanest penguin that has ever existed with how washed I am about to be right now. But at least we still got the movement. We still got the... Oh, we got the trapdoor nonsense going on here. We're just going to hit our head on like every possible surface as we kind of schmoove on through here. So anyways, TwitchCon EU was an absolute blast. For those of you who are unaware, if you are a streamer on Twitch, there are sort of 3 categories you fall into. You are either a Twitch partner, a Twitch affiliate, or you are just a community member. Now, Twitch partner is the highest level of prestige you can obtain as a Twitch streamer. And this grants you access to various exclusive perks, I'll say, such as the Twitch Partner Lounge. I have missed all these spots here. Such as the Twitch Partner Lounge, which in the case of TwitchCon Rotterdam, is an entire 3rd floor of the entire convention center that is only accessible to Twitch partners. They treat you like a freaking VIP over there. And I am messing up this entire course so badly. Why can't I pay my taxes? You probably already did. I'm not so sure. But regardless, myself and my wonderful island partner, Nukuri, who I briefly mentioned in, I guess, the last stream, I guess. I don't know if that counts as this stream or the last stream, but my wonderful island partner, Nukuri, it was our first time in the Twitch Partner Lounge together. So we went up together. I actually have a video that I'll show you guys later of myself and Nuke entering the Partner Lounge for the first time. It was super, super, super fun. And yeah, it's just an element of prestige, really, at the end of the day. So yeah, let me start from the beginning here with the crazy music going. I'm like super high energy right now. And oh, actually, speaking of high energy, heads up to everybody that an ad break is about to start. If you are interested in skipping the ads, or at least getting a little bit of a break, I stream on my 2nd channel. For anybody that's just tuning in now, I multi-stream, and I have multi-streamed for a while. I'm a big fan of streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. I can't make these jumps. I'm so cringe. I'm a big fan of streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So you can do !etc in the Twitch chat to find my YouTube channel and check me out there, as you'll most likely be able to dodge the ads. And you know what I say to ads? Geen. Oh my god, the music, man. I have not streamed with like properly really cool music in the longest time. Like, oh my god. Let me tell you guys how much of a sucker I am for like the high energy, super high BPM rhythm game music. And this is one of my I can't do this part. I'm way too frazzled right now to do this. This is one of my favorite Evie Mayo tracks called Nosedive. I ran a 5K last year, last Thanksgiving Day, and this song got me to set a PB on my 5K. So yeah, everybody's doing way better than I trust, because they're probably not also streaming. Props to you guys for beating the crap out of me running on random time. You may have a slight bit of an advantage in the fact that I'm very much not focused right now. But you know what? It's a good time. It's a good time, and there's the end of the chorus. Discord hit 1K. Okay, let's go. For everybody that just joined the Discord today, welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for your support. ! Discord. Also, mods, yes, please keep an eye on chat. It's thankfully been all good as far as I'm aware. But if you could just please keep a half an eye on chat, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm incredibly washed at running on random, but I do still technically play Minecraft for a living, so, yeah, I got some chops. What can I say? I got some chops. I'm not super chopped. I'm only a little chopped. I'm so chopped they call me a julienne carrot or something like that. I don't know. Also, bye, Wraith Doge. I'm sorry I've played around on back chat. Hey, I appreciate it, Wraith Doge. Thank you so much once again for everything you do for this community. Genuinely, your fan art, your moderation. I can't tell you how much your support means. Why do I have to crouch under this? I didn't know you had to crouch under trapdoors. That's crazy. But yeah, we're moving fast. We're talking about TwitchCon EU. So, bit of context. SBK Airbnb. All of the members of Skyblock Kingdoms were in one Airbnb, and you know what? It feels good to say that. Every single member of Skyblock Kingdoms was in one Airbnb, and there was nobody else. And it was myself, Acorn Bandit, Nukuri, King Elfie, Quilby, and Anathra, and the 6 of us had an absolutely wonderful time hanging out in Rotterdam together. We were all varying degrees of sleep deprived for a lot of that week, which was interesting to say the least. We had an Airbnb on a very busy street, but yeah. It was Elfie's first time meeting any of us in person, and our first time meeting Elfie in person, as Elfie was faceless until the day of the SBK panel. Which is crazy. Our very first experience interacting with Elfie in real life was him getting stuck in customs at the Amsterdam airport and having to wait in a line for 2 hours as myself, Acorn, and Nuke just kind of sat there at the baggage claim waiting for him to be done. It was so sad. We got to like very briefly say hi to this person we've played Minecraft with for years, but never actually interacted with in person. Didn't know what he looked like. And then he had to sit in a line for 2 hours. It was so mean. The Amsterdam customs really did him dirty there. So yeah, he got stuck on the craziest line. It was very, very sad, but we got him out in the end anyways. And yeah, what can I say? What can I say? Elfie is an absolute Giga Chad. Let me tell you. Actually, can I please get a shout out to King Elfie as well here on Twitch? Guys, please do check out Elfie on Twitch. Genuinely one of the kindest, most genuine, most just absolutely lovely creators I have ever had the pleasure of interacting with. And Princess Sushi, thank you for the 2 months on Prime. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate that. And thank you for the shout out to King Elfie as well. Guys, go follow Elfie. Elfie has made some of the most incredible builds on all of Skyblock Kingdoms. If you take one look at Mangrove Kingdom, Mangrove Kingdom this season, you know exactly what he is capable of. This man is an absolute beast when it comes to terraforming, building entire continents, building these massive structures in Skyblock. Continent Kingdom. Exactly! Continent Kingdom. Water Ghost gets it. Yeah, Elfie is an absolute Giga Chad. We have dealt with so much over that weekend, and he just powered through it all. He is currently in Europe, actually still enjoying his time in Europe, which is awesome. Very happy for him. I can't do this jump when I'm tiny, and it messes with me so much. Thank you for the Vine Boom. Thank you for the Explode. Oh my god, the Twitch chat is going crazy today. Guys, Elfie is a huge inspo for Skyblock Singularity Acacia Kingdom. Nice. Okay, that sounds awesome. That's a 8 second PB. Yeah, Elfie's absolutely incredible. Anyways, day 1 of the con, we're all very jet lagged. We're meeting up with everybody. Quill took the train directly to Rotterdam, but we got some amazing photos of all of us together. You can actually find these photos in my Discord. I told myself I was going to have photos ready to pull up on stream. I am sorry, I did not do that. I was very busy today with a lot of real life things and did not have the time to properly pull up photos. Excuse me, and for that I apologize, but you can find them in my Discord. You can find them in the SBK community Discord. I'm sure you can find them on social media as well if you follow me on Blue Sky. I would prefer if you follow me on Blue Sky because I don't like the other app very much. The other app sucks. It's owned by a bad person, and I do not want to associate with it. I will put myself out there on the other app for serious circumstances, such as the statement I had to make yesterday, unfortunately. But generally speaking, I do not spend very much time on the other app because I disagree with them on a moral level. Anyways, enough of my preaching. Day 1, we were reuniting, lots of hugs, lots of hanging out. Oh my gosh, getting food together, just catching up on everything. Like, it had been a year since I had seen Nuke, Acorn, Anathra, and Quill. The pebble tax has been disabled just because... Actually, no, go ahead and re-enable the pebble tax. I would love everybody's pebbles on this wonderful stream today. I can't hit this. There we go. There we go. Jeez. I use Blue Sky so I can only hear things I agree with. Got it, nerd. That is not what I said. Good attempt at dissing me, but you forgot the part where I genuinely don't care. So if I could have somebody go ahead and just delete that message real fast. Actually, no, leave it up. Leave it up. I want everybody to see this guy's bad attempt at a joke. Oh, okay. Never mind. You saw it. Okay, yeah. Whether it was deleted or not ultimately doesn't matter to me. Because thankfully people come on in here and say a lot of annoying stuff, and thankfully their opinions don't matter because I'm just a penguin playing Minecraft and I really don't care what you think about my takes on Blue Sky, Twitter, etc., etc. That's the nice thing about being a mature adult, is that you don't go around badgering people on the internet. But regardless, moving swiftly on from that, I appreciate your content and I can't speak. I appreciate your content and wish you so much less stress in life. Thank you very much, the jolliest chicken. I'm having an absolute blast right now, bouncing around on leg.gg, setting some pretty terrible times, all things considered, but I'm still having a great time. This is actually great practice. And Milkman, welcome in, and thank you so much for the raid. And Merple Deer, enjoy the gift sub. Milkman, thank you so much for the raid. Milkman, welcome in. We have finished the part of the stream where I give my thoughts and opinions on these statements put out yesterday, and we're on to the fun part of the stream, which is us hanging out on leg.gg. I am in the middle of some running on random, which is a very, very cool parkour and speed minigame over here on leg.gg. Anybody who's joining in on the raid is more than welcome to join me, as I am currently in the midst of a pretty terrible run, admittedly, but still a very fun one regardless. Milkman, if you got a raid and run, that is all good. I take it you just finished up your stream, and yeah, thank you so much for sending all the lovely gamers on over here. For those of you that are new, my name is LeonSBU. I go by Leon69 Yeet Dab here on Twitch. It's a very epic and poggers username. Brokella, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. And yeah, I stream Minecraft. I am a proud member of the Skyblock Kingdoms SMP. I am even prouder now that a certain couple people are no longer associated with the series. I also am screwing up so hard on this one thing. Let's go, P4. Anyways, Skyblock Kingdoms is awesome. The people that are currently part of the server roster and will be there for Season 3 are awesome. And yeah, I do a bunch of Minecraft building content over on my YouTube channel. I have made an amazing Skyblock Kingdom Season 2 video series, which you're coming over from the Milkman raid or you're just new in general, highly recommend checking it out. And Sybil, thank you for the gift sub. Agent Rain 2007, enjoy the gift sub. Mara Mumbles, thank you for the follow as well. And Beans and Soup, thank you for the 40 bits. Just got done, did some digging, gonna go get some dinner, but hope you're doing good. Thank you, Milkman. I am doing great, and I'm glad the digging was good. Go enjoy your dinner. And yes, we have had a very crazy stream today. There was a heart-to-heart. There was a lot of very unfortunate things expressed about some people we used to associate with. And now we are on to having a good time on leg.gg, having a blast here. If you got a raid and run, that's all good. If anybody needs to head out, feel free. I have absolutely no obligation to be here whatsoever. Wait, my stream is 6-7. I'm very proud of you. And yeah, once again, huge thank you to everybody who has shown support in today's stream. Don't forget to give extra love and support to the 3 people pinned in the pinned message in the Twitch chat, as they are very much deserving of all your love and support. They have been unfortunately financially impacted by a very awful situation that has plagued the MCYT community recently, and they deserve all your love and support. The exclamation support the exclamation point support command is unfortunately not working. I don't know why. I've literally enabled it, but regardless, the Cerulean Star, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome on in. Welcome into Penguin Cove. Support the Gwyn. Yeah, Ursula K. Le Guin. What an awesome author. Support Music Box and Peep. Yes, more importantly, Music Box and Peep. They deserve the world. But hey, while you're here, I've said this before, I'll say it again, highly recommend checking out my community Discord. Due to some events happening this past weekend, my Discord has reached 1,000 members, and I'm very, very happy, as this is a milestone I have worked towards for a while now. Literally, someone mentioned never catch a stream of yours. To be fair, there was a while now where I just wasn't streaming at all because of SBK ending and then all these horrible other things happening, and now I'm moving. I'm actually in the middle of a move, by the way. This will be the last stream you guys get from where I'm currently living, as I will be packing up my office setup tomorrow and moving it to a new place. So very exciting stuff. Very excited to be in this new place. It's going to be great. It's going to be good for me. Anyways, back to TwitchCon. So, Thursday, myself and the other SBKers met up with a whole lot of other folks from POW Creations. We were literally just walking around Rotterdam. Kadunja, Lacey, thank you for the follow. And Christy, thank you for the 15-month resub. That is crazy. That's a lot of numbers. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all your support as always. And anyways, yeah, so we met up with a whole bunch of people from the from Bannerfall and Soul Hunt. I am talking just off the top of my head. We ran into Oppo, 4C, Cherryfire, Shauna, Cece, Nominal Gravy, Mazes, who am I missing? Katie Gober, Rusty Courage, and several other awesome people in the MCYT community. It was very, very cool to meet all of them. Soul Hunt mentioned, yes, I got to watch them all stomp on the jaw unleashed rat. Don't really know what that was about, but I see a rat, I approve. What can I say? Admittedly, I've watched very little Soul Hunt. I've seen a bit of CC and Rusty's videos, and they're great. Anyways, got to hang out with a bunch of them. They got to meet a bunch of the SPKers as well. Like I said, Quill, Acorn, Nuke, kind of already knew all of them because Nuke knows everybody. He's goated like that. Elfie, and Athra. Just overall, just cool hangout. I gotta stop taking the hard path because I do not have the mental capacity for that hard parkour path right now. I'm just gonna take the easy path. I think it would be a lot better for me. Even though the easy path is slow and lame. But you get over that dirt hill and there's a PB for us, folks. Okay. Coraldo has been redeemed. Pat Leon, I got you. I will take this opportunity to drink some water as I've been talking nonstop for a very long time. And whoo, the voice is feeling things. Hi, Beck. Beck, hi. Okay, there's some lovely water. Where's Beck? There's Beck. Hi, Beck. Can I please get a shout out to Beck, by the way? Hi, Beck. Why do you have a straw nose? Why? Oh, that's meant to be a straw thing coming out of your mouth. Yes. I spy a certain somebody. I spy a Sigma.
I feel so Sigma.
Hello. Are you staring at me? It's supposed to be where a mouth is. Yeah, I got you. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Shauna. Good to see ya. Yippee! Hold on. We need some better music. Where's some music? Give me a minute here. Gamers. Oh, yes. Speaking of Skyblock Kingdom Season 2, folks. It's time for a little bit of Eurobeat. My favorite skibbity boy, that's me! I'm so skibbity. We're gonna go ahead and play one of my favorite Eurobeat songs. It's a good one. It's called The Top by Ken Blast, aka Odyssey Eurobeat. Such a good song, makes you want to become Geen. Anyways, this is some good running on random music, so I'm gonna let the good music speak for itself as we go ahead and I try my best to lock in. Be Geen, I am. P-Porp would be very proud. And we'll continue with the TwitchCon recap in just a little bit. But what can I say? I'm a sucker for some Eurobeat. I'm a sucker for being Geen. And I just kind of want to let one of my favorite Eurobeat tracks play. I didn't realize I would get so excited about putting some of my favorite music in my stream playlists, but here we are. This is called The Top by Ken Blast, aka Odyssey Eurobeat. Go check out Odyssey Eurobeat on YouTube and Twitch. This is a song I would have 100% used in my SBK2 if it wasn't for the fact that it's in YouTube's copyright ID system. This might be from a rhythm game. No, it's actually not, believe it or not. Welcome in, Tiger was live. Hello, great to see you. Welcome into a crazy stream. We're currently here on leg.gg. We have discussed the events of the past couple days, and now we are here to have fun. We are just zooming through some leg.gg, running on random minigames with the help of some sick Eurobeat tunes that I would have loved to have used in SPK Season 2 if it wasn't for the fact that it was copyrighted. They love the song. Yeah, me too. Let's go. It's so good. Also, hi, Shauna. Oh, I was going to say I've caught up, but I got stuck. Oh, no. Don't throw tomatoes at me. I'm having my moment here. I'm having my 6 skibbity moment. I'm getting tomatoes thrown at me. I can't believe this. I came back to Eurobeat W. Yes, you did. Ken Blast is great. Yes, she is an absolutely amazing Eurobeat artist. Oh my god, I'm so happy I could explode. What can I say, guys? I've been saying this before. I'll say it again. The past couple days have felt like a massive weight has lifted off my chest. And for the first time in a long time, I can truly embrace doing what I love. Content creation, playing Minecraft with my friends, with my full chest, understanding the extent of the horrible damage that has been done to SBK, but at the same time, embracing the others around me, welcoming in the new community members with open arms, and just having a good freaking time and playing some freaking Minecraft together. That's what this is all about. Having a good time, making cool videos, streaming good streams. Definitely check out my SBK Season 2 series if you have not already. Once again, like I said, thankfully minimal interactions with a certain pair. My lore went crazy this season once again. Cannot thank you enough to Nuke and Rubico for being amazing people involved with my SBK2 series. Gonna PB this! Yeah, we gonna PB this! There we go. For the first time I feel alive, perhaps, maybe perhaps, it's, you know, jury's still out on that one. Pekka Penguin, welcome in. And I have totally missed the cue to become all cutesy and kawaii. Shauna, if you're here in the stream, then I'm all cutesy and kawaii, woo. Alright, I love this song, but we're going to go ahead and just lower that down a tad so I can actually start talking about more things other than how much I love the song. Like, for example, my experiences at... Did you know that Shauna and I got souffled? Oh, she's gone. Why does everybody leave me? Yes, is like.gg free to play? Yes, yes it is. It is 100% free to play, free to access. The IP is exactly what you just wrote. There she is. Hi. We got souffle together. It was great. It was awesome and poggers. Yeah. 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 We got to go back. We got to run it back for a third time. Hi, Beck, and your straw nose. That's... Unless you also have a really high mouth like Lagundo's mouth, that's gotta be a nose. Shauna, tell me that's not a nose. Oh, hey, speaking of awesome people you should support, yes, Musi! The wonderful voice and music you are currently hearing on my stream is courtesy of the amazingly talented Musithical. This is Tell Me by Musithical, an absolutely wonderful single produced entirely by Musi herself. And that's why it's in the playlist. Thank you for the shout out to Musi, by the way. Turn Up It's by Jim. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. What can I say? Oh my gosh. There's Musi. The freaking auto-tune with the bah, 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 bah. It's so sick. It's actually so sick. Thank you for your pebbles, everybody, by the way. Oh my god, they're spinning. Should I spin too? I'm gonna spin also. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. Yeah, baby. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've gone sicko mode. There we go. Was the straw hat designed for leg skin? I'm not so sure. That penguin got moves. That penguin knows what's up on the dance pad. What can I say? If y'all are not following my second channel, checking out what I'm doing over there on the pump it up machine, the dance game machines, y'all got to see what I'm up to because I'm up to some crazy stuff. Go penguin, go. Okay, yes sir, yes sir, or ma'am, or however you prefer to be identified, referred to as. Yeah, I shall locketh in. I got you, Amaya. I shall lock in. Oh, I've already messed up. We're going to go ahead and reset that run. Go look at the penguin dance. Hey, what can I say? I have 2 hobbies. Big hobbies. I have more than 2 things I do with my time, but I have 2 big hobbies. One of which is, oh, hi, the person in question. Well, hello there. Locketh in. I shall One of them is making cool Minecraft content, like the stream you're watching right now. The second one is playing a very specific Korean dance game called Pump It Up Phoenix, or rather the Pump It Up series in general. If you're a fan of dance games and rhythm games like DDR, I highly recommend checking out what I'm doing over on my second channel, as I kinda got a little bit of schmovement. What can I say? I kinda got a little bit of schmovement. Kinda like what you're seeing here on Running on Random, but not nearly as messy, a lot more refined, with a lot more expertise. And I gotta dodge these trapdoors because you have to crouch under them. That's crazy, you gotta crouch under those things. But yeah, okay, back to topic. I have gotten distracted so much. TwitchCon Rotterdam. Very fun that I saw Pump It Up Machine recently. Absolutely. I got locked out in the leg.gg lobby. Oh no. TwitchCon Rotterdam, day 1 of the convention, or rather day 0 of the convention. Friday is usually when we go in for badge pickup. Friday was also the partner party, which is an exclusive Twitch partners only event. Arrow, you saw it in Quill's vlog. Oh yes, you gotta see the real thing on my second channel. Quill got a good little snippet there, but you gotta see the real stuff. You gotta see the real stuff. I appreciate it though. That is very, very kind. Partner party was a lot of fun. We got to do badge pickup. Nuke and I rocking our freshly minted Twitch partner badges. Oh, you know what? Speaking of partner badges, wow, look at that. Leon69 Yeet Dab Aura Farmer. You can't see it because it's super blurry because my camera's a piece of crap. Twitch partner. There we go. And you got the you got the Overwatch logo on the back. You got this fella that you may have seen before right there. Look at that. Look at that cool badge. You got the emeralds on the front. Look at that stuff. Look at that stuff. Yep. Pretty awesome. Anyways, Friday was great. Partner party was a lot of fun. Nuke and I met, or rather, I met so many people. Nuke knows everybody in the MCYT scene. Just one of the many awesome things about him. And that is, he was a great person to tag along with for the partner party. Did I T-pose in the partner lounge? No, unfortunately, I forgot to aura farm in the partner. Actually, no, sorry, I did aura farm in the partner lounge. And by that, I mean I took a selfie with Small Ant, and I almost fell asleep. Those are 2 things I did in the partner lounge. So I did that. Saturday, opening ceremony of TwitchCon, SBK panel. Despite 2 unfortunate participants on the SBK panel was great. I was in the audience, as well as Anathra and Quilby for the SBK panel, and we got to watch Elfie, Acorn, and Nuke deliver an awesome panel showcasing the best of what SBK has to offer to a real-life audience. I also got a certain mustache by l.explodes.eosplay on Instagram and perhaps Tumblr, I believe. I got Milkman tagged in real life. It was a time. Oh, actually, you want to hear Aura? You want to hear Aura? Where did I put it? I don't have it. I don't have it on. Oh yes, I do. Okay. You want to hear a fun story from TwitchCon? Okay, here. Partner party. Yes. Rewind back to Friday evening. Partner party. Nuke is going around introducing me to everybody and their mom. You know who I got to meet in person? Zombie Cleo. Someone I greatly admire in the MCYT community. Someone I think is an awesome person and an awesome creator and a voice of truth and just overall awesome person in the MCYT community. And I got to shake their hand and say, hi, I'm Leon, alongside Nuke, who already sort of knew her. And you know what I was wearing when I met Cleo? You know what I was wearing on my person when I shook hands with Zombie Cleo? I was wearing this. I was wearing a pin that said mommy on it. I know it's blurry, you can't really see it. I was wearing my mommy pin. I was wearing that right there on my chest. That's what I call aura. That's what I call aura. I know. I was wearing that on my chest when I said hi. Oh, also, there was another person, by the way, that I also met more briefly, but still I'm being circled. Same thing happened. Sitting next to Zombie Cleo, same sequence of steps in the interaction. LD Shadow Lady at the partner party. Sitting next to Zombie Cleo also went and shook hands with LD Shadow Lady. Wearing this. Wearing this. Yeah, it was probably in the 2025 April Fools. Yeah, so I met Cleo and Lizzie wearing that. I also briefly said hi to False Symmetry and Rendog, but I did not really get to say hi to them personally. So that was cool. I've got so much stuff here to show off, guys. I've got so many things. SBK panel. Yes, flash forward back to Saturday. SBK panel was great. Like I said, Elfie, Nuke, and Acorn did a fantastic job. Afterwards, we did a little bit of an SBK meet and greet. Super duper fun. I got some cool things from people. I got to sign people's badges. I got to take photos of people. Once again, like I said, I got Milkman. There's a photo somewhere of myself, Quill, Acorn, Nuke, and Elfie and Anathra all holding up the Milkman mustaches. It's a good time. I got a real life mustache coming in now as well. Crazy. During that SVK meet and greet, I got one of the coolest pieces of fan art I've ever received because it was a physical piece of fan art. And I don't think they're here in this Twitch chat right now, but a certain few of you may know exactly who I'm talking about. A very big fan of mine. And they handed me this. They handed me this physical thing right here. This is the Fish Gaming Wednesday art by OK Derp, who is a member of the UHC Generations community, my own Discord community, someone who's been a longtime fan and member of the community for a while now. It's freaking awesome. I know it's mirrored. Derp also gave similarly cool prints to Quill, Anathra, and Nuke. They had come with 4 of these. You got the fish, you got the me, you got the Wednesday, you got the sick aesthetic, the synthwave, vaporwave, very 80s retro aesthetic I was using in my SBK Season 2. By the way, if you like this vibe, you like the old school retro vibe, that's another reason to go watch SBK Season 2, because I stuck to this aesthetic. If there's one thing I can do as a video editor and content creator, it's I can stick to an aesthetic, to a design language, and I can lock in and stick consistently with that style, that theme for the entire season. I did that for SBK Season 2, and I'm so proud of it. It was so cool. I'm being orbited by numerous gamers. Numerous gamers are orbiting me as we speak. My center of mass, my gravitational pull is too strong. Anyways, ads starting in 21 seconds. For anybody that wants to skip the ads, consider subscribing for an ad-free viewing experience, or pop on over to my second channel, as you may be able to dodge the ads over there over on Leon ETC, and consider subscribing while you're over there. Anyways, showing off some more cool stickers I got from TwitchCon. Let's see. First of all, I'm gonna go back to chat real fast. My good friend Benji was handing out these stickers. You can't really see them super well. I'm sorry. You can't really see them super well. But Benji is handing out these really cool stickers. He got his character on it there. Why doesn't this thing focus? Can this thing please? I don't think this camera has the capacity to focus on anything. So I'm sorry. You're just going to get blurry. I got a Shauna sticker. I don't know if Shauna is still here. Hold on. Shauna's still here. No, Shauna's not still. But I got a Shauna sticker. Looking cool and awesome and poggers as always. I got one of these little gleeple glorpy fellows right there. The little guys right there. Oh, also. Sneeze maxing tonight. Yeah, it goes with the sticker. Whoa. is just a little guy. I need a name for this guy, by the way. I need a name for this guy. So any suggestions greatly appreciated. Gonna put that fella back there. I got this awesome fear. I got this freaking awesome fear. I got this awesome fear, guys. Look at this awesome fear. Look at this awesome fear. Awesome fear gaming Wednesday. Yeah. This was given to me by Citizen, so thank you, Seta, for that. Awesome to meet them. This is something I bought and did not necessarily. I didn't get it like as a gift because I bought it in the TwitchCon Artist Alley, but it was really funny and cool, so I had to. It says all dogs go to heaven, all turfs go to hell, with a nice pink and blue color scheme there. Ooh, it's really hard to show off stickers on stream. It's once again backwards. Apologies for that. But it says all dogs go to heaven, all turfs go to hell. It's got a cute little corgi on the front. It's got a little fella there. Looking awesome. Looking freaking awesome. What can I say? And you know what? I got a bunch of other things as well. Got myself my Twitch partner hat. Got myself my Twitch partner water bottle, which I don't have on hand, unfortunately. It's literally just moved into my new place. I forgot to bring it back for the purposes of this stream. So that's cool. I got this whole other bag full of goodies. Ooh, I have another thing I gotta show off. Oh my gosh, it's in here. This is not it. But I got not one. I got not one, but 2 EFOs from people just giving them to me. I got 2 of these fellas. Also, welcome back, everybody. That was an ad, Jill. Hi, I'm showing off all the cool trinkets and thingies I got from TwitchCon. I got 2 EFOs. They can smooch. Oh. What else is in here? What else is in here? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that's my goat right there. Hello, Nathra. There, I got an Nathra pin. I gotta put this somewhere. And let's see what else is in here. Oh my God, there's so many things. I got things from people. I got like, oh wow, Fanity. That is cool. Very cool person. Yo, Fanity. Googler. Business card. Will we be getting business cards? Another thing I got. Also, thank you, Key I'm Pie, for the follow. I appreciate that. Another thing I got, which it's in a plastic wrap. I got one of the most unhinged and crazy gifts I have ever received. So this is a thank you to Penguin Hopper in my Discord community. They gave me a IRL drawing, an IRL thing, a print. Okay, Teddy knows what's up. They gave me. It has real dirt on it. It has real dirt on it, but it's me with my blue eye in a spruce forest with a certain ominous shadow with one blue eye and one red eye. And you can see there's actual dirt. That's why I had to put it in a bag. I think this bag had like a loaf of bread in it or something. It just kind of came with... It has to go in the bag. Because there's actual dirt glued to it. That's dirt from TwitchCon right there. IRL dirt, Maxie. I know. It was hilarious. Max, welcome in. If you're wondering about the significance of the one blue eye and the one red eye, you gotta watch my SBK Season 2 video series. There's a lot of lore waiting for you, what can I say? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pack the rest of it. Look at this TwitchCon bag. They were giving these things out. I stuffed this thing full of cool goodies and trinkets and all that. Look at that stuff. Look at that stuff. Of course, I brought my good friend, the Throckmorton Killer, with me. I'm going to after the stream. Excellent. Hope you enjoy. This guy came with me as my travel penguin. Sometimes when I go places, I like to bring a penguin with me as a little travel penguin. Last year, I brought a penguin that's not currently on my shelf. This year I brought this guy. I also brought this guy to Lagundo Subathon earlier this year. This fella right here. This fella right here. You can also see the wonderful LeonSBU name tag that I was given for attending the con. You can see, ooh, yes, worth mentioning this as well. Kopi's girlfriend. Yes, exactly. After witnessing Minecraft live. Look at this guy. Look at this fella. Look at this guy. Look at this man. Look at this individual. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Whoa. Blue axolotl. It goes with my pink axolotl. It goes with the pink axolotl, guys. Look at that. Look at that guy right there. He's got a friend. Blue. Why are you blue? What is wrong with you? Why are you blue? What is the song that's hitting me right now? Hold on. I don't even remember what I was putting in my own playlist. Sheesh. Okay, Ebby Mayo goes crazy then. I didn't realize they went this crazy. All right, you know what? We got the music going. We got the tunes going. It's time to lock back in. It's time to do. Oh my gosh. Oh. I feel like I've interrupted something here. I must schmoove. Hi, Kyrie, welcome into the running on random lobby. We got the music playing though. That means we gotta schmoove. Okay, TwitchCon was incredibly sick. What can I say? Despite the stress, despite the anxiety and the worry and everything else that happened this week, TwitchCon was an absolute blast. I loved getting to see so many of my friends in such an amazing city. Cannot find the location. Take the phone, Teddy, the phone looking thing in your hotbar, right click that, go to the diamond boots. That says running on random. And then go to time trials. I didn't know the song does this. Yeah, time trials on running on random. You can find it in the sort of directory thing. It's the phone. Hopefully that helps. Anyways, yeah, TwitchCon was an absolute blast. Oh my god, I love going to Rotterdam every year. Next year we'll be in Berlin, which I'm sure will be a blast as well. Oh my god, I've never been to Germany. The first time I ever went to Europe was going to TwitchCon. Last year, 2025. Located, thank you. Excellent. Amazing. Glad I can help. What can I say, guys? I really love my friends. I really love the SBK community. I love this music. This music is going crazy right now. And I really, really appreciate everybody that has tuned into the stream today. There's been so much incredible support. I say as I jam out to my crazy chiptune nonsense over here on leg.g, just going absolutely sicko mode. Sunshine, hello, welcome in. You're just in time to watch me be mediocre at time trials. Running on random time trials, I should specify. I'm much better on this when it's not tiny mode. I gotta say, I do not like tiny mode very much. Anyways. What's the server IP? Leg.gg. It is a public server owned by my friend Lagundo, and the song name is Wave of Square Wave by Ebby Mayo. I'm so bad. I'm so freaking bad. Yeah, it's just great to have you all here. Those jumps are perfectly synced to the music. Elaine, welcome in, Elaine. Good to see you. Welcome in. That is, maybe perhaps it is me. You're just in time to watch me be really bad at leg.gg minigames, more specifically running on random. This is Lagundo's server where we had an amazing TwitchCon recap stream. I spent the first hour airing out my thoughts on the whole TwitchCon, the whole SBK situation that started at TwitchCon and is now kind of just boiled into something greater. But we are moving on. I have said what I wanted to say. I have said my piece, and we are here just celebrating the SBK community, celebrating the MCYT community, and just having a good time with some neat music and some mediocre parkour gameplay. Okay, hold on a second. That tune was sick. I had a great time with that, but we're gonna go ahead and turn the music down a little bit, because if the music is always that loud, I don't think the stream experience is particularly fun. Anyways, 316 from Beck. Okay. Elaine, how you doing, by the way? Hope you're doing great. It's great to see. Okay. I have to have a half... Nice hat. Nice hat. It's a cool hat. It's a very cool hat. Where'd you get that? The hat store? I don't know. All right, I have to be able to beat Beck's run, right? Beck has what, a 316? I think it said that. If I can beat a 316, I'd be happy about that. I can shave 3 seconds off this, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Beck has 316.70. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I could beat a 316.70 if I lock in. Let's see, though. Let's see. But yeah, after the con ended is when things really started to get rocky in terms of everything that has happened. So that's kind of where the fun stories end, unfortunately. But I will say that the first 4 or 5 days of the con were an absolute blast. We were super hot. It was super hot for the first 3 days. And then it became super duper cold. Not super duper cold. Sorry, super duper rainy. It was definitely a lot chillier. But we were so hot in that Airbnb. Europe does not have air conditioning. Most places in Europe do not have air conditioning, which makes being in the warm weather, especially the warm, humid weather, a little difficult. So we did our best. We tried our best. We were very hot. But yeah, it was a great Airbnb with the 6 of us. What could I say? It was a great time. Oh, we did an escape room as well, by the way. Myself, Nuke, Acorn, Anathra, Quill, and myself, Nuke, Acorn, Anathra, Quill, and Elfie. That's the last person I missed. We did an escape room together. We did a 6-person escape room. You were supposed to be able to beat it in an hour. We beat it in about 56 minutes, I believe. So we were just in time. We are just a few minutes away. And it was a lot of fun. It was themed around escaping from Alcatraz, which, if you don't know, is one of the most legendary prisons in American history, located off the coast of San Francisco, I believe. Is this for Java or Bedrock? I'm not sure if it's Bedrock. I know for sure it's Java, because that's what I'm currently playing. I don't know if they figured out the cross-platform compatibility. What I do know is that it's not version-specific. I'm playing on 121.10. I know you can log in with later or earlier versions. It's both. Oh, it's both. Thank you, Arrow. That's really cool. I'm on it on Bedrock. Okay. It is both Java and Bedrock then. There you go. There you go. There's your answer. Bedrock is buggy. Got it. Got it. Got it. Also, 14A, welcome in on the YouTube side of things. And Venus, I know you've been here on the YouTube side of things for a while. I'm sorry I didn't say anything earlier, but welcome in and I appreciate you stopping by. Bedrock is very buggy. That's fair. That's very, very fair. Yeah, no, Bedrock is, well, they call it Bug Rock for a reason, so I've heard, so, I don't know, I've never actually played Bedrock, or not for like more than maybe 5 seconds, so I actually genuinely don't know what it's like. The guy used to be Bedrock, only Bedrock is buggy and everything. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've heard things about Bedrock. It's unfortunate that they're true. Is this a PB? This is not a PB. I got a little bit messed up there. Okay, what's Beck's PB? We're gonna give this one more shot. 316. Ooh. Oh, Shauna and Beck both have a 316. Okay. Hey, nice jacket. Do we shop at the same jacket place? That's crazy. You got good taste in jackets. Hold on a sec. Nice jacket. Big fan. Neat. Nice jacket. Yes, no, I'm aware. Don't worry. I saw your message. Cool jacket, gotta say. Big fan. Big fan. And what is that? What is that on your leg? What is that on your leg? I saw that. I saw that. Where? Ah. I see. Okay, let's give this one more shot. We'll see if I can get a 316 by LeonSBU. If only the LeonSBU Labubu was real, guys. Am I right? One of these months, I shall make. One of these months, I shall make the LeonSBU real. The merch commission is done. I have the design. I have the finished commission design. Why? Oh, it's over here. Oh, no, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for the resub as well, and thank you for your pebbles. LeonSBU. The LeonSBU Labubu is real and can hurt you. I just need to add it to the merch store. I've been waiting on another commission, which has admittedly taken a very long time. But I'm going to drop two things. We're getting the LeonSBU hot tub. Hey, do you guys want the LeonSBU Gamer Penguin bathwater? Distilled and fortified into a nice little 6-ounce jar. You can sniff or put on your bedside table at night. I heard it's good for your skin. No, actually, darn. Can't believe I got a bunch of fake fans in the stream chat. Please, no. Well, okay. So what I'm hearing is 1,000 units of production right away. If the bathwater smells like fish, that's how you know it's working. Oh, man. Speaking of water, hold on. I see the hydrate redeem. Thank you for the hydrate. I shall hydrate myself once I finish gaming. Not now, Mom. I'm busy gaming. I'm busy messing up the jumps on leg.gg running on random and talking about my bathwater. Yeah, welcome into the stream, oh no, we're talking about Gamer Penguin bathwater. As you would expect. Malpka Virk, welcome into the stream and thank you for the follow. Will I be able to PB this? The answer is probably no. I feel like I have not been making good pace. But I'm a little bit more locked in now that I'm not talking quite as much. Bathwater for you, bedside table. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Xylophone PNG, thank you for your pebbles. Welcome in. Rather meet the penguin in person? Well, fair enough. I will be trying my best to go to both. So it's actually, yeah, circling back to the TwitchCon discussion, which is actually what this whole thing was supposed to be about. Can I drink the bathwater to get powers? Yes, the bathwater makes you skibbity. I fully intend on going to both TwitchCon San Diego this year, as well as TwitchCon Berlin next summer. It's just a matter of will I have the money and the time. Because TwitchCon San Diego is this November, TwitchCon Berlin is next May/June, I believe. Will I get Leon's aura from it? Yes, it's my distilled Riz-maxing aura. I hope Lagundo isn't reading the chat logs of his server and see people talking about my bathwater. The Goob, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Ah, that's not a PV. Okay, we gave it one more shot, folks. We gave it one more shot. That is it for leg.gg running on random. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Hi, Sybil. Welcome. Good to see. Oh, hello. There's an epic cat in the ceiling. Yeah, I see you there. I see you. Gamers, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It has been an absolute blast of a stream. Thank you again so much for tuning in, everybody. There has been a whole lot of things happening in the SBK community. And what can I say? It's oop, there we go. What can I say? There has been a whole lot happening in the SBK community recently, and I really appreciate all your support, all your support for everybody involved. Genuinely, it means a whole lot. So we are going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? We are going to go ahead and send you guys off to a certain person that I got to meet at TwitchCon. At this past TwitchCon, I have their tarot card right here. The World. My friend Citizen, who I got to meet at TwitchCon this past week in real life. Absolutely wonderful person. They are currently streaming on the Diva SMP, and we're going to go ahead and pay them a little bit of a visit. So we're going to go ahead and, uh-oh, it looks like the stream is not working. We'll get that figured out later. Okay, gamers, let's go ahead and get started with the raid. Raid message, LeonSBU raid. It's very cool. You know what? Hopefully they have a high-res version over there that you can see. Hi, Seta. Happy gaming. We're going to go ahead and send them a wonderful message like so. There is your raid message, folks. I'm going to go ahead and end things off here. Please go ahead and click the raid button up at the top of your screen. Go ahead and go give my good friend Seta some support over there. I got to hang out with Seta a whole lot over at TwitchCon Rotterdam this past week. Absolute joy to hang out with. Wonderful person, great streamer and content creator. I shall see you over there. There's your raid message. Thank you once again for the support. Thank you for listening to my whole rant earlier today, and I shall see you guys at the next LeonSBU live stream. Take care, gamers.